Hey guys, shout out to Creative Designer over on Twitter. This person, I reached out to them. They made us incredible channel art and an intro. You're about to see that intro. And if you head over to our Twitter page, actually, you'll see it right on our YouTube page here. Now, for you audio listeners, you're going to have to go to Twitter or to YouTube to see this stuff. But they did a great job. You should definitely go check them out for any of your needs. The logo, especially, I love. It turned out way better than I expected. I didn't even think to use the colors that they did. So yeah, here's the podcast. Hey guys, welcome to GNAG. So, for you audio listeners, you're not gonna get a lot from this other than our new crispy mic audio. Now,
crispy.
Now, for you video watchers, yes, that's right, audio listeners. We have a video version of the podcast now. You can check it out on YouTube. That's where we are. So, starting out, Kaden, say hi.
Hi guys, what's up? I'm here.
Kaden, you wanna tell them the news?
I've got like 15 news of the day, fam. I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Your position on the podcast.
I'm definitely on the podcast. I'm here. I'm more or less a permanent co-host to the GNAG podcast. I'll be here bouncing ideas off Crafter. You guys know we call him Crafter. That's going to be a consistent thing. I can't stop it. It's not going to stop it.
I don't know if that's been explained before. So very quickly, I'm going to touch on that because you're not going to hear him ever say Dakota.
It will never be Dakota. No,
not to him. Even to when he's addressing me to other friends, they still call he only addresses me as Crafter. They have no idea who he's referring to half the time. But to touch that up. That is not where I thought this podcast was going to start, is having to explain that. But yeah, so basically, I was known for switching my gamer tags a lot growing up, and we joined this Halo
switching
clan.
A lot is an understatement, but I'll let you continue.
It was
and you had to pay for it every time too.
Yeah,
which
whatever.
Was just like a stupid investment.
Basically, what I did is I got we joined a clan called XGO. He never changed his name for it. I did. I changed it to XGO Crafter. That was the name I chose for myself.
Don't change for anyone, man.
I was big into number one. Yeah, I was big into Minecraft then. Then I found out a week later that the guy who was named XGO Nightwing, because I'm I was a massive Nightwing fan. I mean, I still kind of am, but not as much as I was then. He had left, so the name was completely available, and I'm like, well, I wish somebody would have told me that. So I changed it immediately, but Kaden here won't let me live anything down. So literally, that was 7 or 8 years ago, and he has not called me Dakota since.
XGO Crafter. This guy's like, I need some sort of Minecraft reference in my tag. Crafter. Not only that, he would constantly brag about being a true Minecrafter. You could think that you're good at Minecraft, but you're not a true Minecrafter.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing, and it's ridiculous. I love it. It's not a nickname; it's just his name.
That's to him, yes.
Yeah.
Camden goes when Camden's around Kaden, he'll call me Crafter. Otherwise, he will address me as Dakota or some other nickname. I have a lot of them.
Anyways,
where I meant to start this episode off is things are clearly improved. We are going into 2021. Well, I say going into. We've already been a little bit into, but it's still January. It's still the first of the first month. So we've got a video version of the podcast now. We got mostly consistent.
I'll be here the majority of the episodes.
Yeah, a consistent co-host.
Unless the fans hate me, in which case, you got to do what you got to do for the views, man. I understand.
Well, funny enough, the episode... So we're recording this, on Sunday night, late Sunday night. The previous episode that Kaden was in came out yesterday, on Saturday. That episode actually got the most amount of views in the shortest amount of time other than episode 2. But that was like, again, when the podcast was, I was just starting to advertise it and people were getting into it. But out of all the most recent episodes that I've done, that one got the most amount of views in the least amount of time, which is really good considering like how big of a gap I had taken between filming episodes. And the feedback, I actually have gotten a couple messages about last week's episode, and they did say that the energy there was a lot better. And they said it was a lot of fun listening to you and I, which definitely made me a lot happier with my choices.
Yeah, solid. I mean, there's a ton of things I can make fun of you for, so if that's what the fans want, I'm more than willing to give it to
Dude,
them.
literally at Camden's birthday party, or no, graduation party.
The one you didn't show up to, even though you were 5 minutes away.
I wasn't late for that one. You're thinking of it. You're thinking of his birthday party. I'm talking about his graduation party.
Oh, I know where you're about to go with
yeah.
this. Yeah.
So get this. Speaking of roasting me, at that party, we were doing karaoke and all that, but then I don't remember who it was, but somebody said they should do a roast. But not of Camden, who is the host of the party. No, of me. So me and Camden were the only people there who knew everybody at that party, and had some sort of like connection to them through something else. So basically, it was either him or I, and nobody wanted to roast Camden because he's too nice. Everybody wanted to roast him because I'm an easy target.
Yep, exactly. Because the ammo is unlimited. You're an easy target. And of course, you gotta help Cam feel good. He's not gonna feel good getting roasted on stage like that.
I do. I think it's funny when it's... Honestly, I'm always down to get roasted. I find it funny.
Yeah, we didn't end up doing it, by the way. It didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. It could have, but it didn't.
Yeah, I think we were too busy singing like High School Musical songs on the karaoke stage.
Absolutely.
Something like that.
So one of the other things that I've noticed, that's like a change going forward is like, or not that I've noticed, that you guys have probably noticed, is the audio quality. I bought us both some new mics. And I'm actually going to, and I haven't told you this yet, but we recorded a test video that I posted on YouTube. It's unlisted, so you can't find it unless you have the link. But we did it as like to test the audio, to kind of see the visuals. Like obviously my visuals, like I'm in a different spot now than I was before. Like before I was like in the middle of the room over there. The lighting, like I got new lighting and everything. But yeah, and we also both had our glasses on, which was causing a lot of glare. So like visually it just wasn't great, but it was really just to test the audio stuff. But at the very beginning, and I'm going to put the clip right here.
I can't afford a camera.
Or a mic. I had to buy you one. I bought you one.
But you know what? We rolling with my HP webcam.
Yeah, so what, as you saw just then, Kaden's going on, like, we're both just like, I can't afford a camera. Yeah, Kaden, I didn't tell you, but I'm definitely putting that clip in, because that was just, it was funny. It was totally funny. Yeah, and I was like, dang it, I wish we had saved that for the original. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to put that in. That's got to go in there. It's too funny not to.
It's fine. I'm sure over the course of however many episodes we do, people are going to learn more about us than they ever wanted to in the first place. So might as well start with the unfiltered test footage.
At least we have the better audio. Like, I was talking to some people at church today, a couple of my friends, and they were asking me, because they had seen me promoting, like, talking about and hyping up the podcast recently. They had asked me about it. Well, one of them had not listened to it yet, so she had asked me to send her a link. So I sent her a link to the latest one. And she was listening to it, and
You sent her Ben 10 Talk?
Yeah, I sent her Ben 10 Talk.
Okay.
She said she loved it. She was like really hyped up and was like waiting for the next episode. And I showed it to another friend, and then I showed her, I didn't show her, but I let her listen to the test footage, and I showed her like the comparison. She said that she would not have listened to the podcast before because of hearing the now versus then. Like, just going from Apple headphones to this, it was a night and day difference. So, and I know there are going to be a couple of my friends watching this. For all of you technical people out there, my mic is an Audio Technica AT2005 USB plus, and it basically is the mic. It's a USB mic and an XLR mic, and the headphones are also Audio Technica. Now, Kaden's mic.
Are you sponsored or something?
No, but if Audio Technica wanted to sponsor me, I would totally be down. But Kaden's mic, I bought him that one. I could obviously like this. This is an expensive mic. I couldn't afford two of them, and I didn't know if this was gonna like pan out in the long term. So we kind of found a middle ground, about half the price of this one. It was like an off-brand Amazon mic. I think it was what is it called? Fifine.
Fifine.
Yeah, it's a Fifine mic. I saw a lot of people actually saying decent things about it, and actually like going from what his computer mic was to that, it honestly was a big step
it's my
up.
HP internal speakers. Like anything would be a step up.
Yeah, so fortunately, like it was a much needed improvement. So I'm really happy. Like again, you can tell that there's still some like a little bit of static or something there, but like not like it'd be if it was anything else. So like it's a much needed improvement. So that was like a big plus. I was really happy to like get the like I've literally, if you've been on my TikTok live or my Instagram live, I have literally not shut up about this this new equipment all weekend. That's literally all I've been focusing on. It's been a big distraction.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying to be honest. I've definitely seen it pop up in probably 2 or 3 places online.
Not to mention like all the texts that I've probably sent you about the podcast.
You've been tagged in a post, and you've been I've seen them.
Oh yeah. Like I was like, man, I'm gonna deter him from. I'm gonna make him regret his decision to join real quick.
You're gonna make me turn my notifications off like instantly.
Hopefully not, but you know me.
Yeah.
So, I completely lost my train of thought with that one. So, since we're recording on a weekend, like the end of the weekend, what did you do this weekend, Kaden?
More of what I usually do, which is panic, stress eat, have an unhealthy sleep schedule, work, maybe start a few conflicts online, you know, the usual things.
Yeah.
Too interesting there, but you know.
You didn't play as many video games this weekend, at least.
Yeah, I've been appearing offline playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I'm not surprised.
Just
not even
putting
slightly.
that out there.
Not even slightly.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla is great. I'm loving it. If I appear online, you'll probably be like, "Come play Worms Battlegrounds with me," or like, "Come play Among Us." I'm like, "Nah, I'm just trying to play Assassin's Creed right now."
Fair enough. That's fair.
Not appear online.
Well, I'm not. I mean, like I said, I've pretty much been doing all this weekend. There's been some family stuff going on that I'm not really going to get into, mostly because I don't want to bring the mood down. But this has been like a well-needed distraction for me. So I've been very happy about that. And if you know what's going on, you know most of my friends have probably listened to this, and it probably wasn't easy, but it's all good. I'm happy with everything here. I've been very keeping myself distracted with it, which is honestly it's pretty nice to have distractions from things like that, at least in my opinion. Like you shouldn't like avoid stuff, but having a decent distraction is nice.
Yeah. Just thinking about how we opened up this kind of new era of podcasts, you definitely need like a crispy dubstep intro. Like absolutely over the top, speakers blown out, dubstep intro.
Oh no, I fully agree. I want to get one of my friends who makes stuff like that to do something like that for me. Like I'll pay him, I don't care.
Do it, man. You know how many connections I have to like audio engineers and music production people?
If you can hook us up, please be my guest. Like I'll pay them.
I was gonna say they're not gonna do it for free.
No, I'll pay
depending on how much you.
I'll pay them, but if I like it, I'll definitely pay. Like I got no problem with that. I really want this podcast to be better. I really want to put my heart and soul into this. I love this project.
Alternatively, you could update the Toaster's Toast Show intro. Use that as a new version.
Should I put that in this episode? Should that go in?
I think the people need to know, man. I mean, everyone starts somewhere. You just started, unfortunately there.
Well, like, there's that TikTok trend where it's like, post the I want to see cringy videos you made when you were younger. I'll actually because I made the Toast Show intro is in that, so right about now.
I want to see the cringy YouTube videos that you made as a kid.
The Toast Show, the best show you'll ever see. The Toast Show, starring me.
So yeah, as you guys just saw, it was pretty cringy. Kaden,
I can't believe you did that.
Should we tell the story of Toast? Because
we thought the Toaster's Toast Show. I for one was like, man, this is it. This is the future.
Well, I think we need to explain where that came from, like the history of Toast, not Toast the bread. No, Toast the group.
Well,
I think
the farthest back I can ever remember is I definitely had a Most Fun Games account. If you played like any games on Congregate or
I forgot about that.
Any of that like early 2000s, that's kind of what Most Fun Games is. But anyway, I had an account and my username, I picked it. It wasn't auto-generated or anything, but it was Toastman the Third. Something in my adolescent brain decided that Toastman the Third was going to be a good tag, a good handle. So I ran with it, and to be honest, even now it hasn't changed a whole lot. I just really got into Ninja Gaiden, so I'm like, yeah, this is Toast Ninja. And then instead of a 3, we go 7 because 7's a better number than 3. Anyway, that's irrelevant to the story of Toast.
So,
but go ahead. You can continue.
Yeah. So where that evolved is we started playing Roblox, and not like the Roblox we have today. No, I'm talking about the original. Like, we'll always give a computer a virus Roblox.
Facts. It broke so many computers.
Oh, literally, like the room I'm in now. Back then, wow, that's really throwing me back because that was like 12 years ago. I was living in the same room as my brother. We shared a room, and the room I'm in now was like I don't know, I don't know what,
just like a spare room. It wasn't much.
There was
just like a spare room.
Over here there was like a sofa. In this corner there was like a computer area, and then like there was a coffee table and like a TV. So what we did is I think I can say this. Like, you live in Florida now, but like you used to live like right around the corner. So us hanging out was very easy to do. Like, if we just wanted to hang out, we'd just walk over to the other's house. Like, it was a little bit of a trek, but not anything like drastic. So what we would do is like I'd be over here on the computer. Kaden and Camden would be right down here on the
It's like a LAN party.
Yeah, literally. And then like Hunter would be over there like with a coffee tray or something, and we would just be playing. And then eventually, I don't remember who looked it up. I assume it was you because of like the Toastman.
Probably.
You just looked up maps that related to Toast. And some reason we only played maps like that for the longest time. And then we just kind of evolved, and like we all took on Toast-based names. Like I was Toaster.
Toaster 309. You can go find his account.
Oh,
it's probably still up there somewhere.
I had to update my EA account because I only just realized it was still listed under Toaster 309. Hunter was Toast Dude.
Toast Dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Camden was Jelly Tea.
That's a good one.
And then it was just us four. It was like just a little club that we had. And when I kid you not, one of my favorite memories, and I still have it, is we had always joked about like having name badges or something like that. So what I did is I went to
like VIP, only the exclusive clubs.
Oh yeah, like I went to Dollar Tree and found luggage tags, and I'm gonna have to find it. I know where it is. It's just I can't go get it right now. But it's literally like a luggage tag that is a blue toaster with a piece of toast sticking out of it that just says toast. I saw it and was like, I immediately bought 4 of them. And I wrote,
we had like lanyards on too.
yeah,
So
I literally wrote like toaster, real name Dakota, like, and I was like the inventor. Like I and then Kaden was the leader, and then like we all had role. Like that was one of those things, like one of those core childhood memories of mine.
Yeah.
And apparently I had forgotten about it for a while. Apparently I really liked doing stuff like this even as a kid, because I made something I like to call Toaster's Toast Show. I cannot say it without like a laughing smile on my face.
How? Okay, let me pose a question.
Please.
Okay? If you are a child, I don't know the exact ages. All right, we were all kids. But if you're a child and social media and YouTube and everything's just kind of starting to blow up, right? How do you get your content to where people can see it? I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it. Just think about it for a second. You got your answer? Okay. Mm-hmm. It's not a Facebook group that's privated to the 4 of us. That's definitely not how you do it.
Nope. Yeah, so...
But that's where the show was. That's where we live.
It was a Facebook page that still exists. I still went and found all the videos.
Yep.
I also found our Lego Ninjago video, but that's another story.
That's
another
just
day.
Me. That's just my amazing camera work at display.
And my excellent sense of direction. But yeah, the Toaster's Toast Show was something like, it was literally this. It was this with a 10 or 11-year-old me.
Yeah, but what do you think that 10 or 11 crafter has to talk about, like on the daily?
Talking to a sock monkey, apparently.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Explain.
I don't remember. I just remember I had a thing for sock monkeys when I was 10, and I brought on a sock monkey guest star.
You can't just let that slide. Why do you have a thing for sock monkeys?
I don't know. I was 10. Why did we do anything we did when we were 10?
But listen, at least the toast thing was like a brand. It was an identity. But what's the sock monkeys about?
I don't know. It was a phase.
It's not a phase, Mom. It's a sock monkey.
I think this episode's gonna do really well.
I just want an explanation. I can't just let it slide.
I can't explain it. I barely remember it. Literally, I forgot about it until I saw the video. And
you got them shipped overseas and stuff too, you weirdo.
I did what?
You got them shipped overseas.
Did I?
Yes, you bought some in the mail. I remember.
I don't even remember that.
You probably had to have your dad sign on to Amazon to ship you some sock
Was Amazon a thing then? Like
sure. eBay was for sure.
eBay, yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, it was definitely like a phase. Toast was like a whole thing. And it was, honestly, it's one of those like core friendship things that literally I still hold on to. Like, again, I still have that ID badge. And I think Camden still has his somewhere.
I have mine. Yeah, it's back home. But
yeah, I think Camden still has his. I think. I know I have mine. I keep it in like I'm one of those people who keeps a lot of mementos. I have like a whole chest full of them.
You got all your sock monkeys?
No.
Oh, so that's just a bold-faced lie then. I don't know what to tell you.
I said it was a phase, so it didn't stick. I still have a lot of my Nightwing stuff. Some on the shelf up there.
Yeah, except you were selling all your comic books.
I still kept
like Nightwing stuff.
I kept the Nightwing ones. One of my now that I'm looking at it, one of my favorite things that I have up there is my the direct, like the scene changer that we got at Universal.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Dude, I literally saw a thing about like Disney World today, and I'm so mad because me and my dad and my brother were supposed to go in April, and that was like right when they shut down.
Oh, were you? You were supposed to go in April, huh?
Yeah, you were supposed to go with me for at least one of those days.
Yeah,
we were going to go to Galaxy's Edge. Hey, at least we got to go to Universal year before.
True.
Dude.
No, that is true. I spent more money than I had in my entire life, but it was fun.
Okay. You know, there's going to be another TikTok on screen in a second because I saw a TikTok just like about an hour ago, and I think I sent it to you, and it was literally a girl talking about one of the best experiences in her life, which is the Avengers Endgame premiere.
Ooh, yes.
And I was like, I immediately sent it to you because for those who don't know, back in spring of 2019, I've been wanting to go to Florida for a long time, and I wanted to go to Universal or something like that. And we realized we had spring break on the same week, which was like perfect. I was like, cool, I can fly up, I can stay with you, we can go to Universal.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, I'm totally down. And so to brush over the trip, I basically spent the first 2 days at home watching YouTube, or I say at home at his house because he had to work, but the rest of the week he had off. So those first 2 days passed. We go to Universal, had a great time. It was awesome. Lots of good memories there. But honestly, like I don't even care about Universal when I compare it to the Avengers Endgame premiere, because one of the things we didn't realize initially is that Avengers Endgame was coming out at the end of that weekend. So I'd be there for it. And I literally, like, the moment the ticket's on sale, I bought us 2 of them, and I had Kaden buy us 2 of them, and I'm like, we got to see it. So we got it for the Friday morning, and we went to Universal that Thursday night, or that Thursday. So we did that. Literally, I remember we were walking into the bathroom stalls. Somebody is talking about it, and we both just stuck our fingers.
Yeah, no, I was like,
la, la,
nah.
la, la. Like la 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 la. And literally, we did that. Like, we had our ears covered all the way into the theater. But
I imagine it feels the same way as like a lot of people felt about the Star Wars saga, like ending, and it's just one of those like.
But
for me, it was like so climactic. Like everything was building up for years.
The fan reaction to that movie.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, when I say, like, if and I think I've said this before, if we were inside, like, the movie Inside Out, if, you know, those core memories were a thing, that would be definitely one of my core memories.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, every time I think about it, I get chills, and I love it. It was one of the best experiences in my life.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Watching the fan reactions, like the people that were illegally recording in the theaters, like
oh, there were a lot. But I don't care.
Those videos showcase exactly what it felt like.
Here's
if you weren't there on an opening night, you didn't get to experience just the sense of community everybody had. It was amazing.
It was one of the most, and like in the TikTok, I'm actually gonna put the TikTok right here.
Liv's opinions that nobody asked for. I will never, in all my days, experience a movie premiere quite like Avengers Endgame. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm talking about. First, the anticipation, the build-up to it was ridiculous. With the end of Infinity War, I was thinking about how they would solve that for literally every single day of 2018, and I had no idea. And then the release. I've never been in such a hype theater. I wish I could go back to the feeling of seeing Captain America lift Mjolnir for the first time, because that was the realest sense of joy I've ever experienced. Honestly, that movie united people. I remember walking into the theater like, oh my gosh, here we go. And everybody would be like, I know. You know, honestly, Marvel, Disney, fantastic job. That was a masterpiece of an experience.
So yeah, as you just saw in that, like, it was a sense of community. Like, it brought everyone together because everyone was waiting so long for this. And it was just truly amazing. Like, I saw a TikTok. I'm not going to put another one up, but I saw one where this guy was telling his kid, he was showing him all the movies, but when it got to Infinity War, he stopped and said that he made it to where his son was not, like, and again, it's all like a joke, but he was like, kid, I'm like, son, you cannot watch Endgame until exactly 1 year from now. And he's like, why? And he's like, because I had to. We all had to wait one long, brutal year, clenching to this knowledge and waiting to see what happened.
It was whack too. They put Ant-Man and the Wasp like in the middle of those 2 movies,
and
like,
Captain Marvel.
I know, whatever. I know that it like had a reason. Like, obviously that needs to exist for the plot, but what a weird change of tone.
And yet it still had like the same jaw-dropping ending, or end credit scene.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's definitely one of those core memories for sure.
Yeah. And like, speaking of memories and stuff, like, and kind of bringing it back to the Toe Show as well. It's like, I didn't realize like how much, like, you ever just kind of sit back and reflect on things and realize like there are patterns in your life? Like, you've done...
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't even think about it until recently when I was talking to my grandpa. You know how, like, I like news and I like stuff like that?
Movies, media.
Well, not just media, but, like, I've always, like, found print very interesting. I like news articles and stuff like that. I've always found that kind of stuff very interesting. Apparently, even as a kid, I had always... I didn't even remember this, but apparently as a kid, something I would do every time I went over to my grandparents' house is I would pretend to be a publicist and, like, a reporter. And I was like, you're telling... And then apparently and, like, clearly with the Toaster's Toast Show, it's like, apparently stuff like this I was doing as a kid, and it's, like, come full circle. It's like I started doing, like, joking stuff like that, and now I'm doing it here, something I actually, like, love doing, and I love putting effort into.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. Yeah. I think you should just stick with it, build it.
Oh, definitely. And so you guys are clearly, like, if you're watching the video version, and if you're only hearing the audio version, also for the audio listeners, if you have gotten this far, I'm sorry. You can't see these TikToks. You can hear them, you just can't see them. So, you know. Oh well.
Just go check out the video version.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
all the TikToks he throws up, they're probably not that good anyway, but we'll just have to figure out later.
Well, yeah.
in post.
So one of the things that I had thought about doing is him and I actually debated on where... Like, my shoulder is just itchy today. I don't know why. One of the things that we debated is where this video podcast would go. We obviously knew it was YouTube, but, like, I have 2 YouTube channels, and, like, if you've been on my Instagram or TikTok, you've seen the video probably. I basically put up a poll on both as to should it be on my personal YouTube channel, Hi, I'm Oblivious. Now, both of these channels have no videos, by the way, and the other one was the Oblivious Co. So, I didn't really touch on them that much, except TikTok I kind of did, but... Basically, Hi, I'm Oblivious is now going to be, like, if I get back into gaming or something like that, or personal content, like, where it's just me, it will go on that channel. The Oblivious Co., if you subscribe to this channel, what you're basically going to see on this channel is you're seeing this podcast. If I create any other podcast with anybody else, they will go on this channel. This is going to be, like, a community channel, hence the, Co. Corporation.
Are you going to number them? Like a super long Minecraft series from Captain Sparkles or something, like episode 1, episode 2. I think you should, at least for like playlist sake.
Yeah, and I think I'll do it by seasons as well. Like, this is you could technically consider this season 2, but I'm not gonna consider. This is gonna be at least on YouTube, because you won't find the old episodes on YouTube. This is like a fresh start, so it will be season 1, episode 1 when you look it up on YouTube. It's really more like a season 2, but, I don't want to confuse people, like, in the future who, if they decide they like it.
You're already confusing people, so just go for it.
So, yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, so the Oblivious channel, like, the Oblivious Co., the Oblivious Corporation, it's a brand that I want to build for basically not just me, but, like, friends. Like, they're, like... I've always thought about making short films and stuff like that. I've written a couple of them, but I've never had the equipment or anything to film them. But I might do that still. I'm not sure. And I was talking to one of my other buddies today. He has some stuff that he'd want to put out, but he doesn't really know how it would do or anything like that. Well, I'm like, and he kind of needs some help with it. And I'm like, well, if you wanted, instead of having to deal with your own channel and stuff like that, you could put it on my channel, like the Oblivious Co., be part of that, and it'd be an Oblivious Co. production, and it would just fall under that banner, Like, think of it like a movie studio. They have a lot of different properties under one banner. That's kind of how I'm going to treat this YouTube channel. So it's like, if I have friends who want to do stuff, like if Kaden here wants to spin off, do his own podcast or something, or he wants to do something like that, but he doesn't want to deal with having his own YouTube channel or something like that, it can go under this channel banner, and he's already got a following that's right there ready for him. So kind of makes it easy. And if you wanted to jump off, you can. Like, it's community. Literally, and I said I was going to do this. I had forgotten. Why GNAG? Why that name? Because I know I've gotten a lot of questions about it recently, and I've explained it before, but I'm going to explain it again with the new start. So, the backstory behind GNAG is, I used to do YouTube and stuff like that, and I met some of my buddies online, Joseph and Brandon and Faith. They have been they've been friends with me. They're my oldest online friends. I'll just say that. I've known them for many, many, many years. And I still talk to them, or at least one or two of them, like on a semi-regular basis. I still talk to one of them. I've actually been invited to one of their weddings. So that's going to be pretty cool. But we had like a Twitter group chat, because I used to be very active on Twitter. And on this Twitter group chat, I think it was it was Joseph. He put GNAG. It was supposed to say gang, but we never changed it. It just stuck that way. And we literally made a YouTube channel that I think is still up, called GNAG Gaming. I think that's what it was called. And it was basically a community channel. It was what GNAG was. It was all of us kind of doing our own thing, but we didn't want to put it on the main channel. It's stuff we did together, we put on the GNAG channel. Like, it was extra content or something like that. And GNAG, while technically just means gang, it literally, if you look it up, there's no definition, because the word doesn't exist. It's something that we came up with and have adopted. So when I came up with the idea for the GNAG podcast, when I came up with the idea for the name, I went with that whole, like, friends having fun and talking, because that was the whole point of the group chat in the first place. And I was like, that is what I want this podcast to be. Friends having fun and talking. And that's how we got to the GNAG podcast. And I fully support it. If you haven't seen the logo, literally I made this logo on Apple Note, or like the Notes app, and I literally just started like doodling it. Sorry for your audio listeners, but you've seen the logo before. Literally, like, you can see the G, the N, and the A, and the G again. And I stand by it. Like, the GNAG branding, I stand by it fully. What do you think on it?
Logos nowadays, they're better when you like go the more simplistic route. It's kind of sad, because like all these mega corporations are like taking all their fun logos and recognizable brands, and they just like make this super,
let's water it down,
basic, watered down, blocky. Yeah, it sucks. I like the creativity logos. I like the fun, swirly, all sorts of crazy logos.
Well, this kind of fits in both of them, because it is very simple, but also very creative in the same way. Because it's using that like whole place all the letters like in a one letter kind of trend that I've seen a lot, and I like it.
Yeah, no, I like it too. It's pretty good. I feel like there will be many iterations of it going forward, but as long as you never go for like just simple blocked out text, GNAG, no, those logos suck.
Exactly. And hopefully, like, I need to work on more channel based art and stuff like that. Hey, maybe you can hook me up with one of your art friends, and I'll pay them for some.
Yeah, you're gonna pay them. I can put an ad out there on the like networking pages, but you better be prepared to pay them.
What I'll do is I'll probably reach out to some of my old YouTuber buddies, see if any of them are looking to do some work like that, because some of them just kind of do it for fun. See if they'll do it, and if I can't get a hold of one of them, I'll have you put out an ad. That'll be pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty much to recap everything, GNAG is, all new, all better.
Yeah, it's new season 2, but not really season 2, kind of season 1. I'm here. Things are going to go forward pretty much like this. I'm sure we'll talk about a number of things throughout the episodes, but hopefully you're following. Hopefully you're keeping track. What else do we talk about? Crazy sock monkeys. We talked about sock monkeys for a second.
Toast. Talked about toast.
As far as recaps go, like that's as best I can describe what this episode was.
So one of the things that I had talked about doing with the new podcast going forward is I wanted to do a segment. And what this segment is, like, as you've seen, I've put TikToks on the screen, because that's like the social media nowadays. it's also like the biggest source of comedy. So what I want to do is what's called the TikTok of the week, where Kaden and I find a TikTok that we just like love, that's funny or something like that. And we basically, I'll put it on screen, and then we'll explain why we like it. Now, it could have been something we saw like that day, could have been something we've seen a long time ago, but we just want other people to see it because it's funny. Now, I already had mine. I was looking around my favorites list, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I've got to do it. I have to do it. And this one is mine.
I just remember the glory days. Spider-Man, paraplegic Spider-Man. Can he stand? No, he can't. He's paralyzed from the waist down. Look out! He can't feel his legs.
I absolutely friggin' love that song. Friggin' Spider-Man.
He'll just sing that when we're trying to be serious and play competitive
Spider-Man.
Halo and stuff.
Paraplegic.
I'm like, Dakota, he's one shot behind you! Dakota, turn around, he's one shot behind you! You're just like,
Paraplegic Spider-Man.
He's that's actually how that goes, too.
It's really funny. I sent that to Kaden a while back, and he's just like, what is this? This is going to be stupid. And then
It was.
But what's funny is he started singing it in the mic at random times, and he didn't realize he was doing it. And I was like, see, I got you with it. It's so wrong in so many ways. But my God, does it make me laugh.
You're already getting canceled day one, man. Making fun of paraplegics.
Oh, this whole, like, showing our favorite TikToks thing is going to get us canceled immediately. But
I think just having me on is going to get you canceled immediately. I had to refrain from making jokes earlier that would get you canceled.
So, let's see your favorite TikTok of the week.
It's so gross. Ash, put that slimy thing back in the Pokeball! Bugs are one of the 3 most disgusting things in the world! Aside from you, what are the other disgusting things?
All right.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yep. You're welcome.
You want to explain it?
No.
I mean, I don't think
it speaks for itself. I don't
need
need to. Nope. Just that's my gift to you.
That literally,
my library of liked videos is whack. So
you have a lot of like stuff like that, like literally. And when I watch it, I'm just thinking, this is the kind of roast that he gives me. The level of toxicity.
It's pretty toxic.
It's pretty
toxic.
That actually is a good example of how toxic Kaden can be, especially on Xbox.
It's a pretty good one, though. I'm not gonna lie. Got him! You got the air horn sound effect.
That was an air horn in my ears. Jeez, that was loud.
Turn it down, bro.
You need to get a pop filter on that thing.
Just like turn down a little bit. Just like
Oh yeah. I don't even know how long we've been recording at this point. But honestly, I can't wait to edit this. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait to put this out. And I hate that it's going to be a whole week before we can actually put this out. It is.
Why? Just put it out.
Well,
why does it have to be a week?
Because Saturdays are the days they go out, unless I change that and we want to do it like... So that's the thing.
Saturdays are for the boys, bro.
So, and, okay, so people listening this far, tell me now, is there a day that you want the podcast to come out on? Because what I was thinking, Kaden, put in your input here, is maybe we film on the weekends and put it out midweek. So like Wednesday or something.
I can't commit to a set schedule, but I think it's worth trying to stick to, sure.
Like, I think it'd just be easier on the week. Like, we can do it midweek as well, but do you think we should just post them on Wednesday?
Sure, why not? Here's the thing. If you don't make that deadline, all you got to do is, like, throw in some fake tears, make one of those, like, YouTube apology videos. Like, I had a severe lapse in judgment.
Hold on. All right.
You gotta, yeah. Your eyes gotta be redder than that, though. You gotta, like, rub them for a little bit.
Get the water going down my face.
Yep. Be like, I messed up. I lied to you.
I tried, and I failed you.
Nah, nobody holds schedules like that. Not until we kind of get more of a feel for what we're doing.
Yeah.
But you can try.
We'll try it. And if, we take like a week off and then post it like at a different day, like I'll let you guys know on social media. So all the social media links, and again, I say this for the YouTube listeners because I don't have a way to do this on obviously audio podcast. But I assume most people will check out the YouTube one anyways. All of our social links that we want to put in there will be in the description below, so you can check us out there. I highly recommend you follow our Instagram page at the GNAG podcast. That's where I'm going to be updating. Like, I post every time a new video is out. I'll post little snippets of the podcast on the Instagram story, so you can always keep up to date there. That's probably the account that I stay most up to date with. I have a Facebook. We have a Facebook page and a Twitter page as well, but it's really the Instagram. And I might make a TikTok account for it, but I'm not sure about that yet. I post on my TikTok clips every time the podcast is out, but I may make a separate one for that. I haven't decided on that yet. So yeah, guys.
Highlights.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys. What did you think of this podcast? Let me know down in the comments or on the social medias. Let us know. Do you think the mic quality, for those who have been listening, do you think the mic quality is an improvement? Do you like this video format if you're watching it?
Yeah, leave some comments. Anything, good, bad. Give us some feedback.
Yeah, we really want to hear your thoughts. Anything I can do to help us improve, I will do. That this is my pet project, and I really want it to be the best that it can be.
Mm-hmm. You want us to talk about our opinions on something? Man, I've got opinions for days.
We
got it.
If you have questions for us, I will be sure to include them in the video, and we will talk about
Q&A. That could go bad so fast.
Hey, we'll do it.
Oh,
yeah,
we'll do
we'll
it. Sure. Yeah. No, I mean, I'll commit to doing something like that, but it's not going to be pretty.
Oh, and also, nope. Actually, I'm gonna save that for a future episode because it's something that's only kind of in the works.
Okay, save it. Leave it.
So yeah, guys, this has been Dakota.
Kaden, what's up? I'm here. I'll be here.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully so.
So this has been GNAG. Thank you guys for listening. If you're watching the video podcast, feel free to subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.
See ya.